Slumber, slumber, sunlight never finds its way here. Slumber, slumber, as if daybreak will not draw near.
Eduardo, I can't sleep.
Dreamed of that place again?
Yeah. The cage, the whip, and that red river.
Don't be scared. It's only a dream.
No, it's not. I'm awake now. Eduardo, I'm not a baby anymore. I know what's real. You saved us, Eduardo. I don't want to leave. I don't want to be adopted. I've never had a bed this soft, or bread this good. I want to stay here forever, with my friends, with you. Grown-ups say everything comes with a price, right? What can I do for you? So you would let me stay here? I can help in the kitchen. I can clean the floors. I'll trade you my bear.
Then help me listen to the world.
Listen?
To the nobles laughing over their tea. To the merchants gossiping at the corners. To the dock workers cursing the weight of their days. To the heartbeat of this city. Become my eyes, my ears, my hands.
Like a detective?
Like a ghost. Silent, unseen, everywhere.
Okay. But what if the giants see us?
They won't. Giants never look down at what's beneath them. Who would notice a sparrow under the window or a cobweb under the eaves? But for now, you need some real sleep. That's what good kids do at this hour. Sleep well, my little ghost. So, about that lead I had you drop off at the DeFlavin Manor. How did the new Duchess take it?
You're absolutely right, Eduardo. The Duchess is really sharp. That cool guy with her didn't chase me away at all. He even took the whole basket without a second thought. 3 esols! They didn't shortchange us a single cent!
And when she saw that scrap of paper at the bottom, did she show any disgust about you lot tracking dirt into her estate?
Not at all. Her people were actually super nice. They didn't look at me the way other big shots do, like we're just bugs from the gutter. They treated me with real respect, like a proper informant, making a real deal.
No aristocratic arrogance, and she knows how to respect even the most insignificant of transactions. In a city where everyone is trying to eat each other alive, she seems quite the anomaly.
What do we do next, Eduardo?
Go get some rest. The hunter is in the game now. As her sentinels in the shadows, it's time we prepare to move as well. Miss Elena, you should rest.
Caring too much wears a person down, Eduardo. Oh, you're still that little boy, breaking every loaf into perfectly equal pieces.
Then take care of yourself, for the kids still waiting for their share.
"37 children have gone missing in the lower city this month, 11 more than last. Even lame Tom's boy, the one who wrote letters at the docks, disappeared."
Tom's son. He helped me watch the Daclea cargo ship last week.
Yes, and not just here. 3 village orphanages up north, gone. A fishing village on the west coast.
They go for places no one watches, just like the orphanage back then.
But they didn't expect someone to notice. The paper boy who didn't show today. The little girl who didn't come for her pastry.
I've heard whispers. A pipe was played briefly just before the disappearances. I fear this is no ordinary criminal at work. And I hear that, on rather short notice, next week's midnight salon has been moved from the auction house to the Orient Club. They have elevated the security to the absolute highest tier, and the guest list is far more extensive than before. This is no ordinary deal. They are preparing for something big. So we need allies. She is on to the Dacleas.
The Duchess. She reminds me of Miss Cecilia's daughter. Something in her face, the way she carries herself. Though it's been so many years, I can't be certain.
You mean Federica Cecilia, the one who funded this orphanage?
She used to say her youngest daughter was the one who took after her most.
I'll get the doctor.
Go find her, Eduardo. Maybe fate hasn't given up on us yet.
There is no fate. Only choices. The same choice you made when you saved me.
Eduardo, you don't have to carry this alone. Even if I'm gone, someone will still care for who you really are.
Strolling into the lower city like your own back garden. Doesn't quite suit your new title, does it? congratulatory gift from me. You sure know how to pick the right person to shake down. So this isn't just a skirmish. You're going for their throat. Peter left you a mess big enough to drown in, and this is your solution. The old Jew couldn't even keep track of his own accounts. No one else to blame for that. Golden investments. Then you've stepped into a very deep pit. The man who runs Golden, Midas, is the most notorious moneylender in the shadow world. The reason why? He never fails to collect what he's owed. How much does the DeFlavin Manor owe him? Recently, while looking into the Daclias, I came across something interesting. Midas is one of the biggest whales backing them. Their mad expansion these past few years, all bankrolled by him. And they're scratching each other's backs. The Daclias even leveraged the cash flow from their auction house as collateral for a massive loan from him. Just to remind you that Midas and Daclia are tied at the hip. You've got a grudge with Daclia. They may use DeFlavin's debt to cut you open. Don't flatter yourself. You helped Terra. I don't like owing favors. So when is your debt due? You can still run. I've got a boat in the basement. Stubborn. If you're gonna tear into the Daclias, make sure to save some decent spoils for me. Golden Investments keeps its headquarters in Santa. Business is easy there, with all the casinos. They've got branches in Nodus, sure. But I hear Midas himself stays in the Free Wind United. At this point, all you can do is pray he forgets your little debt.
Is the deal with Tyrant settled? Good. We need someone to draw their fire. Since the incident at Emerald Spring, we've thwarted 3 assassination attempts on the manor this week alone. They can't be too blatant. You hold a state title. Besides, the Grand Duchess of Specchio has already warned the Daclias to back off. As long as she wants the city looking clean, an all-out street war is off the table. That is why Silvio was forced to take his operations underground. He's using these ceaseless assassinations in a war of attrition. We strike from within, while our allies apply pressure from without. A sound tactical move. The Daclias have lost ground in recent clashes. Morale is low, and public opinion is turning against them. It's the perfect time to strike. Our own deployments at the manor are already in motion. I've dispatched a few sharp operatives with generous gifts to pay a visit to some of Daclia's fringe allies. Doesn't matter if they take the bait. Silvio is a paranoid man. He'll convince himself we're buying out his allies. However, the play of a fractured alliance and external pressure alone won't be enough. We need a primary objective. Rosses is their figurehead. If he dies, the family's prestige crumbles. The allies tethered to them by mere profit will scatter like rats. To pull this off, we need Rosses and the entire Daclea brass in one room. His death needs an audience to send a clear message to their allies. We also need a point person, someone to breach their inner perimeter and tear their defenses wide open. Give me a good reason. Daclea isn't going to invite the Duchess of Deflavan to a private sit-down with their inner circle. I'm never at ease when you're in the line of fire. But you are the boss of Cecilia. I'll back your play and make sure the odds are in our favor. However, we're flying blind right now. Troop deployments, security layouts, the exact positions of Rosses and Alberto. We need actionable intel to draft a real operation. A kid? She isn't running surveillance on the Shadow World by herself. She's a front for a larger intel network.
Boss, welcome back. Your usual suite on the top floor has been reserved for a month. Do you wish to adjust your schedule?
No need.
You came in person this time. Is it because of Daclea?
They've been making too much noise lately. And their ledgers are starting to bleed. I'm paying a visit to the new Duchess, the one they hate so much. Hope she's worth the trip across an entire continent.
The blast at Emerald Spring crippled our Emerald Tier production, and somehow she snuffed out a massive desire frenzy. To manipulate rogue Shadowborn on such a scale, there is only one logical explanation: the power of a key of desire. Rallying the remnants of the Thundering Legion, bringing that rabid wolf to heel, and the utter ruthlessness she showed against Daclea. Frederica Cecilia. So your bloodline still crawls. The fire 10 years ago didn't burn quite clean enough. Alberto, your sworn enemy has returned to Specchio, wielding a dominion that rivals your own. But do you even remember the vision we shared? You swore Daclea would control the kingdom of Melania, that we would take our seats on the commission and rule the Shadow World. Now, all you see are your experiments and your potions. As for the Cecilia bloodline, best to keep Rosses in the dark. We can't afford any unpredictable variables from him.
Sir, it's late. The doctor was explicitly clear about your stomach and the iced coffee.
How are things going?
The 3 groups of assassins you sent to Deflaven Manor. We've lost all contact. They're gone.
Expected. But let it fray their nerves. Keeping them paranoid and constantly on guard serves our purpose. Send another group.
Are we really just going to let her run wild? Let her tear down the order you've so painstakingly constructed? Daklia's recent operations are becoming increasingly erratic. I don't understand, sir. Why do we keep playing nice with these two-faced leeches while turning a blind eye to the real threat?
You think I don't want to get rid of Christina Deflaven? The Grand Duchess of Specchio won't sit idly by. If a mere family openly brings down a kingdom's duchess, the royal military will be knocking down our doors by dawn. Besides, Daklia is in no shape to wage a war on 2 fronts. Before we strike at Cecilia, we must cauterize our internal wounds. The strategy is simple. Purge the rot within, before engaging the enemy without. I'll use the gathering at the Oriat Club to cut out the rotten, disloyal flesh once and for all.
Carve out the rot. Restore the order. I understand. It is all for the future of Daklia.
Make the preparations. Double-check all the suppression umbrariums. I want absolute certainty that no one can access their shadow power inside that venue. Also, divert our secondary lookouts to Deflaven Manor. If the Duchess catches wind of the gathering, she won't be able to resist taking advantage of the chaos. It will be the perfect opportunity to cull her forces. I have drafted several contingencies for this gathering. Let us hope we don't have to resort to the worst one.
I will personally oversee every detail, sir. You have my absolute dedication.
Did you see the guards stationed outside? To think this unheard-of new Duchess managed to get the Thundering Legion to serve as her personal security.
Keep your voice down. Haven't you heard? Daklia's recent business ventures have taken a big hit. They're losing shipments, and their own people are getting restless. Meanwhile, this new Duchess is carving right into Daklia's turf, and the wind is in her sails. Hedging your bets with a powerful new ally never hurts. That's what everyone else is thinking.
No wonder even those old diehards showed up tonight. It seems that Daklia's ship is taking on water. I need to reconsider my investments there.
Shh. She's coming.
Your Grace, to see House Deflaven once more under such a shining leader, it truly brings tears to my eyes. Belincione and Deflaven's friendship goes way back. My great-great-great-grandfather once fought side by side with your great-great-great-great-grandfather. Should you ever require an old man's humble service in the days ahead, it would be the greatest honor of my life.
Your Grace, I do possess several undeveloped seaside estates in a city east of the capital. If they might complement your grand plans in any way, I would be most honored. I only hope that, in any future trade negotiations, you might remember this humble supporter.
Your Grace, you are not only young and accomplished, but blessed with a merciful heart. Surely you can understand a father's deepest anguish. My poor child. It was but a moment's recklessness. Only you with your noble standing and influence can see this matter laid to rest. If you would but reach out your hand, House Vani shall remember your generosity for generations.
Your Grace, your speech was inspiring. The kingdom needs a leader with your bold vision for reform. In the past, I did favor House Dakhlia for that very reason. Yet I have always believed that the ancient honor and order represented by House de Flavin stands as the true foundation of our realm. I look forward to a more upfront partnership between us.
Her Grace needs rest. Do you not understand? Come on.
My apologies. Her Grace needs a moment. Please enjoy the music and refreshments. Don't worry, she will return shortly.
You've been on your feet since morning. That's really too much. Have a seat. Let me rub your feet. Better? Remember when we trained as kids? You'd be too tired to walk, and I'd do this, and you'd be running around again. I'll go get one now. It kills me to see you so tired and just stand by, not able to help. I understand every word they said to you, but when they're put together, they just don't make any sense to me. The way they look at you, like wolves staring at a lamb. So, did you agree to all of them? That's incredible you can see all that.
Your Grace, it seems we have a troublemaker at the door.
Edwin Voss. Sir, it seems your name is not on the guest list.
This is my invitation.
Mr. Voss. This way, please. I'll take you to Her Grace. Edwin Voss.
Why is he here?
Someone's about to be in trouble tonight.
A pleasure to meet you at last, Your Grace. I've come to offer congratulations. A small gift, symbolizing the contract between us that was broken. My thoughts exactly, Your Grace. Your Grace, I assume you already know why I'm here. The rule of business is as simple as this. Debts are to be paid. The loan matures today. I am here to honor the contract. As stipulated in the contract, if House de Flavin fails to repay, 3 mining concessions, 10 harbor warehouses, and 5 country estates transfer immediately to Golden Investments. And interest doubles, starting tomorrow. Reputation. That word has no value in my ledgers. I require only 2 things: money or collateral. I understand the loan was originally made to Peter Jonas, but the seal on the contract belongs to House de Flavin. You inherited the title. You inherit the debt. However, given that you are newly invested, I can grant a 1-week grace period. Consider it a gift for the new Duchess. If after that the debt remains, I will have to claim the pledged assets in accordance with the law. I wonder, Your Grace, how will those guests in the ballroom view a Duchess who can't even settle her own accounts?
Just as Tyrant said, the Dakhlias are indeed using this debt to move against House de Flavin.
An interesting interpretation. However, fear-mongering does not offset a deficit. So you believe what I need most right now is a sharp blade to excise the parasite? Your Grace, if the Dakhlias fall, my investments turn into a mountain of bad debt. What makes you think I would destroy my prime debtor just for you? Leveraging other people's assets to play the generous host. I must admire your talent for such a zero-equity hustle. You were too eager, Duchess. In a negotiation, showing your hand too early is tantamount to handing over your advantage. And I've seen your cards now. I might indeed need a sharp blade, but it doesn't necessarily have to be you. You surprised me.
Hey, where were you on the day of the investiture? You skipped the most important ceremony.
I was sick. Took leave.
Hey, what's with the attitude? I'm asking for boss. If you wanted time off, you could have just said so. No need to fake being sick, but people need honesty. Even little lies can break trust. You're always acting all mysterious, not even telling us your real name. I treat you like one of us, and you... Ow! What? Can't handle being called out?
Shh, quiet. We hit someone. Sorry, boss. I didn't notice him at all. It's like he just popped out of nowhere in the middle of the road.
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to. I'll clean it up right away.
Who are you? Why were you suddenly in the road?
I serve at Count Rainier's manor. I was sent out to buy spices. I left in a hurry this morning. I hadn't eaten. I just got dizzy and I didn't see your car. I'm sorry for your trouble. I ruined all the spices. They'll punish me again.
Boss? Understood.
Where am I? You're the lady from just now. I can't ride in your car. I'm fine now, my lady. Please, let me get out. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I know this is not right, but Please, take me with you. If I go back, they'll beat me. Maybe kill me. I'll repay you however you wish. I can do anything. My lady, do you not like me? My lady is cruel to tease me so. I hear that the venerable butler of yours, our regular contact, has come forward with quite a substantial proposition this time. Duchess de Flavin, your people have been searching for the veil across the whole city. Now, consider this my personal delivery. The extent of the Ghost Society's cooperation depends entirely on how you choose to respond. If you were just another noble driven by appetite, I would have left our arrangement at simple mutual use. As expected, you're not like the rest. Before any negotiation, a token of sincerity is customary. Our position is precarious. We need a partner who's safe for us. Someone who doesn't treat children as expendable stock. Your words just revealed your boundaries. You warned me, offered me a way out, rather than drowning me with sweet words to dull my guard. Instinctively, you regard me not as a tool, but as a person. I have watched too many people. To a ghost, human intentions are transparent. Of course, I have corroboration. Some of my informants came from Terra, the lower city. Tyrant can fend off Daclea, but not me. My ghostlings have already whispered the full tale of your heroics in Terra. Quite the impressive show, playing savior to the masses. Still, thanks to your recklessness, so many in the lower city were saved. The world surely could use a few more villains like you. The Ghost Society isn't just made up of children. All those who dwell unseen. They are the friends of Ghost, and they are Ghost himself. The street children are like sparrows perched under the eaves, gathering whispers from the markets, tracing vehicle paths. This immense yet fragmented raw data suffices to assemble many concealed truths. Then there are others, kindred spirits as unassuming as we are. They fade into the background like ornate wallpaper, utterly overlooked, yet woven into every facet of society. Everyone harbors secrets unfit for the light. And secrets? they can be bartered for a great deal. A rescue from the Daclea dungeon. The Dacleas have been desperately amassing merchandise of late. I've uncovered that in a week's time, they're hosting a lavish assembly at the Oriat Club. All of their allies are on the guest list, which means the event will be under maximum security. Access demands a bespoke invitation and rigorous identity checks. Moreover, the interior is rigged with umbrariums to suppress shadow powers. The merchandise? The people they have captive? They're slated to be their entertainment. I can infiltrate the place, but I need someone inside to get them out alive. Orphans, strays, ghosts in the city's shadow. Though worth nothing, someone still chooses to prey on us. You needn't worry about that. I'll get inside through the front door. In fact, they will personally dispatch their most heavily guarded transport to escort me right in. What do you want in return? You've dispatched agents to woo the Daclea's outer allies, bolstered defenses at Deflavin Manor ahead of time, and maneuvered to connect with us. Now, armed with knowledge of this Alliance summit, do you truly intend to stand idle? You aim to topple the Dacleas. That's been your objective from the start. I'm simply suggesting a minor detour. The cost shouldn't be that exorbitant. Aren't you worried I'll peddle the details of your assault on the Dacleas to another buyer? You're a tough one, aren't you? Fine. Deal struck. Already putting me to use. I see. I'll find out Midas's secrets for you. So that was your real reason for seeking me out. You've been planning this all along. Thank you, Your Grace, for the escort. You understand how to tame someone. Far better than the rumors suggest. In 2 days' time, Midas's secrets will be waiting on your nightstand. Now, remember my name. Call me Ghost.
Then let's figure out who's doing what, and get this set up. Next, we need a team ready to back us up and deal with any backlash from the Daclias. Outside the club, set up some watchers to block off any escape paths the Daclias might use. Prepare to tighten the noose. Away from the main action, have a flexible group keeping an eye out. They can jump in to stop any surprises from the Daclias. While we're all moving, before we start, Silvio will so we need the remaining hurdle, getting our hands on those invitations.
I'll poke around, but it's a long shot.
Wait, are we really going for fake documents? Never thought my anti-counterfeit volunteer days would lead to this. Guess I've come full circle.
Swap with me then. I'll go in with the boss.
Hey, who said I'm bailing? I can shift gears for the sake of the plan.
Understood.
Not sure. It slipped past our entire security detail and appeared right in the inner courtyard. Look at this. It's the crest of the Lord of Shadow Market. Rumor has it the current Lord is highly ambitious, skilled at co-opting various factions. That's why the Shadow Market's influence has grown so much in recent years. Daclia controls most of Specchio's market share. I'd wager he stayed out until now because the stakes weren't high enough. But now he sees Daclia weakening, and you, Duchess de Flavin, as the key to tipping the scales.
More than we thought. That makes 3 patrol groups so far.
No big deal. This was the last one anyway. All feeds are now synced directly to Ghost.
12 guards on post, 2 mobile patrols, exits marked. Got it.
What are those?
Haven't seen him before. Let's test that tool Ghost gave us. The Umbrariums. Ghost warned us about these.
They mess with the Shadowborn's power. Ghost has trouble this time. Mission accomplished. Time to pull out.
Mark? I think I hear Ada. They must be locked further inside.
Lena, that's not in the plan. We have to go now.
Just 1 minute. She must be so scared. You know she's afraid of the dark. I know the layout. I'll be quick.
Such touching loyalty. Our flawless conciliare. Middle of the night, and you're still agonizing over how to keep this sinking ship afloat.
The gathering is tomorrow night. I expect you to sober up. At the very least, when you take the stage to deliver your speech, try not to look like some gutter drunk who just crawled out of the lower city slums.
A speech? To pacify a pack of hyenas just waiting for the chance to tear out our throats? Save your breath, Silvio. Look around. Who even gives a damn about this family anymore? Alberto hasn't stepped foot outside that godforsaken underground lab in months. Ever since he got his hands on that damn key, he's been nothing but a soulless husk. Ugh! He was the one who wanted to seize control of the family. He was the one who promised to put us on the top of the world. I killed for him. I took every bullet, every knife in the dark from our enemies. I sit in this chair as the boss, playing the world's biggest, fattest target, and I never complained, because he's my own flesh and blood. But if my own brother, my only family, doesn't give a single damn about what I bleed for, then what the hell is the point of me dealing with these endless ledgers and two-faced allies every single day? My brother is gone. The man I knew rotted away in that god-forsaken lab a long time ago. The thing breathing now is just a meat suit wearing Alberto's name. Inside, there's just some twisted thing I don't even recognize. A monster, swallowed whole by the key of pride.
10 years ago, you forced the three great families to back down in a roulette, pulling the trigger on 5 empty chambers with your winner. Where the hell is that Rosas Daclia now? Alberto made you the front man because he valued your talents. Between his intellect and your ruthless execution, the two of you once swept through the entire Specchio shadow world. And look at you now, wallowing in your own pathetic, petty obsessions. You do nothing. You let indulgence eat you alive, single-handedly tearing down the empire we staked our lives to build. Over the past decade, the other Shadowborn families have clawed their way outward, stretching their influence across the kingdom, even overseas. Yet, we remain stagnant, trapped here in Specchio. Daclea may claim the best turf in the city, but we are fracturing from the inside. The glory of our past is dead. Enough. I'm wasting my breath. You wear the Daclea crown, Russus. If you want to die, you'll do it where it's useful to this family. If you are really so exhausted, just show your face at the gathering tomorrow. I will handle the rest. Now, get out.
My obsessions? What about his obsession? For his so-called truth of evolution, he threw away his very humanity. Fine. Keep living your little daydream of saving this family, Silvio. Let's just hope your precious house of cards doesn't come crashing down too fast tomorrow night.
A house of cards, is it?
We are gonna build a new Daclea. One that no one will ever dare look down on. Silvio, I need you to be my consigliere.
You're smarter than me, Al. You need to eat more so you can come up with those brilliant ideas of yours.
Sir, we've checked the gift from the Lord of the Shadow Market. It is a rare shadow spawn, a razor hound. The Shadow Market passed along a message saying it would be absolutely perfect to liven up tomorrow night's gathering.
Lord of Shadow Market never acts without a motive. He didn't send this beast merely for our entertainment. Look at it. Forever devouring, forever demanding. Pulsing within it are the purest and most primal desires. Unleash it, and it will tear your most troublesome prey to shreds. But if the leash in your hands isn't strong enough, the next throat it rips out will be its master's. The Lord of the Shadow Market is mocking us. He is saying that Daclea's appetite has grown too large, that sooner or later, our own greed will consume us.
Are we still bringing it out tomorrow night, then?
Yes. If our allies crave a bloody spectacle, we will serve them absolute terror. Only the sight of blood can keep them crawling back to Daclea out of fear. Even if my liege has abandoned the board, as his player, I must see the game through to the final move. Alberto, do you still remember? We made a vow.
6 o'clock sharp. The Thundering Legion is in position outside, disguised as pedestrians. Lights are blazing at the Deflavin Manor, and patrols have been doubled on General's orders. Daclea will definitely think our boss is still at home. Everyone's deployed according to plan. We shouldn't have missed anything. Come on, brain, think! Oh, it must be this damn suit. It's too tight. My heart's racing all of a sudden. Huh. Boss, look. That shoe shine boy under the street lamp, he's been buffing the exact same shoe for 10 minutes. And the paper boy has passed our gate a few too many times today. It's giving me the creeps. Should I chase them off? It's not exactly safe for them out here anyway. Ghost? I thought we were partners. Why is he having us watched?
What's going on? I can't feel my shadow power.
What is Daclea playing at? Leaving us unarmed and stripped of our powers?
Please calm down, sir. For security purposes, we've activated Umbrariums suppressing shadow powers. It simply means no one in this venue can make a move against you.
And how does that guarantee Daclea won't make a move on us?
Everyone here is a friend of the Daclea family. If you don't trust Daclea, Daclea has no reason to trust you.
Whoa. There are way more guards than waiters here. This isn't a banquet. It's a total lion's den.
Good evening. Invitation and identification, please. Not a familiar face. You don't visit Specchio often, do you?
Whew. That was close. Boss, the way you kept your cool just now was amazing. I've got to learn to do that.
Good evening. My thanks to you all for answering the Daclea family's summons tonight. Tonight, we pour the finest vintages in the Melania Kingdom, alongside dishes crafted by a world-class culinary team. Daclea spares no expense for their friends. But you are not invited here tonight merely to drink. You are here so we might test the purity of our friendship. Those loyal to this bond will stand with us, sharing in the power and glory of Specchio. Those who forsake it will choke on the steep price of their treachery. Lately, certain unpleasant whispers have been seeping out from the dark corners of our city. Some ask, are the Dacleas in trouble? Others whisper, has this great tree begun to rot at its roots? My answer to them is simply this. Look at the lights above your heads. The truest stars shine brightest in the dark. Dakhlia has no need for parasites who only feast in the sunlight of our prosperity. We must know who remains at our side when the night falls. Mr. Vivaldi, you have been a steadfast friend to Dakhlia over the years. I hear the views of your new estate are breathtaking. I look forward to admiring them in person. Mr. Barlow, that shipping delay down at the South Docks last month. You said it was customs interference. Was it? And of course, there are those friends who could not join us today. I do hope they are well.
Fear is the best warning for a traitor. But to our loyal allies, Dakhlia grants endless wealth and revelry. Tonight, enjoy yourselves.
That's the jerk who came looking for trouble at the manor last time. I think his name was... Oh, right. Midas. What is he doing here? Isn't he a debt collector? Does crashing an underworld banquet count as a business trip, or is he expensing this to his company?
Honored guests, please brace yourselves for the exclusive entertainment Dakhlia has prepared just for you. A specially bred, exotic pit beast brought in all the way from overseas. The Razor Hound. Feast your eyes.
I saw one of these at Count Lanchin's salon. Nothing like this brute, though.
And? How was it?
It tore 3 grown men to shreds. Took less than 5 minutes.
A fighting beast? No, wait. That's gotta be a shadow spawn. I read about them in my studies of the shadow world. They're animals or plants corrupted by the power of desire. They're basically like rogue shadowborn driven purely by primal desires. Don't tell me.
And now, please allow me to introduce tonight's prey. Three criminals from Specchio's prison. Theft, robbery, resisting arrest. By law, they should be rotting in a cell. But today, they have been given an opportunity. An opportunity to become champions.
This is the pastime of high society? Feeding live people to a beast? The alley cats fighting over half a rotten fish have 100 times more class than these bastards in custom suits.
Enough. This stench of blood is ruining my appetite. Move on to the next act.
Of course. That was merely an appetizer. Next up is the main course of the evening.
After 3 months of preparation, our Midnight Salon opens its doors to you once again. Every lot before you tonight has undergone the strictest selection and authentication. I trust you've reviewed the confidential dossiers in detail. May every guest here discover the piece that aligns perfectly with your requirements. Forget the banal rules of the outside world. Tonight, we follow only the Collector's Creed. Condition above all. Highest bidder wins. Now, together, let us commence this one-of-a-kind feast of art.
A masterwork 3 centuries old. An authentic oil painting by the legendary Sevi himself. Note the Red River motif, this imaginative rare trait that gives this piece its soul. For those seeking a deeper understanding, please consult the file number 1 in your dossier. Opening bid, 1 million.
Good heavens. That blood type is so rare.
1,200,000.
1,800,000.
2,500,000.
$2.5 million? That's enough for a family to live comfortably for 3 generations. The painting itself isn't worth a fraction of that. Are these children? Why children? Wouldn't adults be more... Devils! How do they even call themselves human? Every one of those bidding, every last one, should burn in hell! Boss, can't we just buy them?
$2,500,000. Going once? Going twice? Going 3 times? Sold! Congratulations to our honored guest, A08. This rare treasure is now yours! Ladies and gentlemen, hold your breath. What follows is the moment you've all been waiting for. Tonight's crown jewel. Direct your gaze to the canvas he holds. This is the real centerpiece tonight. The legendary Moonlight Dagger. This is no mere work of art. It is the pinnacle of craftsmanship. Every line, every inlay, every finish is the union of mastery and devotion. and observe the gem set in its hilt. See that pure hue? That flawless cut? Does it not resemble an eye that sees right through the world? As our senior members know, items of this maturity rarely surface. This is your chance to see things anew. A dazzling gift for yourself or your beloved one. After tonight, an opportunity this rare may never come again.
Boss, he is...
Opening bid, 3 million. 3.5. 5. 6. 6 million going once. 6 million going twice. And going for the third time, sold!
Congratulations to our honored guest, A26.
Stay where you are. You take one step, you drop dead right here. Minutes ago, someone infiltrated the inner hall and made an attempt on our boss's life. The attacker hasn't left. That assassin is hiding right here among you.
An assassination on Mr. Daclea? How is that even possible?
Let us out! We're your guests! You can't lock us in here!
For everyone's safety, until the true assassin is found, anyone who takes a single step toward the exits will be shot on sight. Anyone inciting a panic will be treated as an accomplice.
Is Mr. Daclea still alive? I don't mean any disrespect. It's just...
Rest assured, the boss was merely startled. He's authorized me to make an example of the traitor.
Silvio! I have nothing to do with the assassin. I've been right here, watching the auction the entire time.
Is that so? Yet my inside source just reported that your personal bodyguard tried to sever the basement's backup power grid 5 minutes ago.
No! It's a misunderstanding! It was...
I warned you all. The Daclea family has no need for scheming parasites. To our friends with a clear conscience, do not worry. Simply accept our personal protection, and no one will give you any trouble. Search the room. Drag every suspicious rat out of the shadows.
Why did all hell just break loose? Is someone else trying to beat us to the hit on Rosses? Another possibility. Wait, you mean he faked the whole thing? He's just using this assassin hunt to wipe out the traitors right out in the open? So they're deliberately feeding us vague information, keeping us guessing so we hesitate? Wow, that's insidious. On it.
Sir, your ID, please. We need to verify fingerprints.
Excuse me. Ever since we ate your food, my boss and I have been getting terrible stomach cramps. You got any meds? I'm dying here. Everything's going dark. Did you guys poison the food or what?
Please rest assured, sir, we will investigate the matter thoroughly. Now, your ID?
The restroom. Just point me to the restroom.
I'm gonna throw up. I must insist you verify your identity first, sir. Please hand over your ID.
Verify what? I can barely stand. Are you just stalling to destroy the evidence?
Sir, if you continue to make a scene, we will be forced to restrain you.
What's that supposed to mean? Somebody help! The Daclias are trying to poison us innocent merchants!
Damn it, knock it off. Fine. I'll have someone escort you. You, stick to our guest like glue. Keep vigilant.
Before I can mount a rescue, I need to borrow a safe haven from a friend.
Daclia's business partner. Or should I call you by your true title? Duchess de Flavin, and on the run. There are rabid dogs biting at everyone outside, yet you decide to barge into your creditor's room. Tell me, do you consider my interest rates to be more merciful than Silvio's bullets? Friendship. Duchess, in this club, even the air you breathe comes with a price tag. What on earth makes you think such a cheap commodity exists between us? You're overstepping, Duchess. Some secrets can kill. Do you honestly believe a lead on some nobody is enough to buy my protection from Daclia's search? I am a businessman. The Daclia family remains one of my largest debtors. Risking the wrath of a Shadowborn family over some elusive rumor. The ROI on that ledger is entirely negative.
Mr. Boss, apologies for the intrusion. We're searching for an assassin. Have you seen anything suspicious?
Get out. Go back and tell your boss that if he intends to search my private quarters, then the debt between us will be fully liquidated by tomorrow morning.
My deepest apologies, Mr. Voss.
15 minutes, Duchess de Flavin. I'll be sitting right here, watching how you intend to prove to me that the Dakhlia stock is finally due for a massive sell-off.
Don't be afraid, my little bird. The alarms may be blaring outside, but as long as we are in this room, absolutely no one will disturb us. While this sort of work is usually left to the professionals, I much prefer to feel your flesh myself. I studied at medical school, so you can rest easy. That look of sheer despair in your eyes is truly exquisite. Oh, how I love to watch the bones of you lowly creatures snap beneath my hands, piece by piece.
I'll do whatever you want. Just please, don't lock me back in that cold, dark cage.
As long as you're a good, obedient little bird, I promise.
So whose bones were you planning to snap, counselor? You people, always letting your base desires dictate your every thought. Did you truly believe that throwing around your millions could buy you absolute power over another human being? Greed is a bottomless pit. Today, allow me to help you fill it. Sir, please help me.
Halt! Who are you? How did you get out here?
I'm the one Counselor Luca just won at the auction. His lordship, he's very upset inside. He said the lockdown ruined the mood and he's bored. He ordered me to bring his signet and find your supervisor.
What does he want with the supervisor? The whole place is on lockdown. Nobody wanders.
Counselor Luca says he spent 6 million and he expects the Dakhlias to compensate him. He told me to ask if there's anyone else my age among the fresh stock down in the sub-level 3 wine cellar. He wants to make a matching pair.
These people. Trapped in a lockdown and still full of sick demands. Well, since you've got his signet, go fetch his goods yourself.
Yes, I'll go tell him right away. My ghostlings, I'm coming for you. Wait, there are too few guards here. Even for the sub-levels, it shouldn't be this empty.
The brass stuck me on guard duty and I was just starting to get bored. To think someone would actually deliver themselves to my doorstep.
What a wonderful surprise.
Show yourself.
Or I might just have these little ones put on a show for you.
Put the gun down.
You don't want to hurt these poor children, do you?
Any flaw in the merchandise will lower their value and their care.
And you know what happens to goods that lose their value. You know it better than most. They end up in the garbage heap.
They are not goods. Piper of Daclea. Trade me for the children. My value is higher.
You think someone like me, Warren Gutter Filth, can tell which art piece is worth more? No. I smash them. And in the moment they shatter, I applaud. Wait, how did you know the name Piper? Only auction staff know my shadow alias.
I mapped your whole trafficking network before I ever set foot here. You are the main courier. Your flute controls people's behavior. Once your melody sounds, no matter where they are, even asleep in their own beds, they will walk to you willingly, straight to hell.
Huh. You know quite a lot. All the more reason I can't let you leave here alive. The whole auction is in chaos now. We'll have plenty of time alone. Oh, does it hurt? To be betrayed by the fledglings you protected? Unable to fight back? Unable to scream?
That's all you've got. I've seen far worse from my former employers. Tell me, Piper. You can shape a child's smile, tilt their every gesture, but you can't control an adult like me, can you? Otherwise, I'd be begging for your mercy right now. Is it because that's beyond your capabilities?
Shut up! You think I can't? My power is growing. Soon I'll control more than children. Listen up, my little friends. Let's throw our new guest a proper welcome party.
Damn it. It's high-grade toxic gas. Everything in this world is dull. People, things, everyone just moves according to the rules of this game. Once you understand the walkthrough, it all becomes simple. The first lesson was to bury my pride. Pride and dignity are mistakes. They only invite punishment. The whip taught me that. The scars hardened, layer by layer, into a mask. I learned to observe, to feign weakness, to pretend. Those in power need their superiority fed. I have no qualms saying what they want to hear, if it serves my goals. Second, I noticed that I'd begun to get used to sorting information. Humans are easy to read. They are just collections of data. Birthdays, habits, past events. Every piece can be a handle to pull.
Eduardo, here's your dinner.
I gave you 2 extra pieces of bread.
Thank you, Mr. Romano. You're always so kind to me.
As if. He's a short-tempered miser. This kindness appeared only after I informed him that the missing ingredients weren't stolen by rats.
Eduardo, I had other people do the cleaning. You take a good rest.
Thank you, Mr. Headmaster.
Being his fence for smuggled supplies has its perks. See, I controlled them again. All with such a small, harmless posture. Secrets buy bigger secrets, and secrets accumulate into power. Adults, vile and self-important, are the easiest puppets to control.
I'm not hungry. You can have mine.
Eduardo, you're so kind.
Naivety. This isn't kindness. It's investment. He is weak, but someday he might be useful. But that someday came much faster than I expected.
Eduardo, where are we going?
We've been sold. Remember the merchant the headmaster was always entertaining? We've likely been sold to him.
The headmaster will come rescue us.
He's the one who sold us.
I don't believe you.
This orphanage was a farm. He's not a guardian. He's a businessman.
Then what should we do?
First, keep your mouth shut. Save your strength. Second, when we get there, you and all of you will listen to me.
Together, the 7 of us killed the merchant. Killing an adult turned out easier than I imagined. He was fat, nearsighted, slow. Everything about him was a weakness.
The guards are coming. Go.
Eduardo, what about you?
Don't worry. I'll manage.
In the end, all of them got away safely, and with what little consciousness I had left, I wondered, why did I help them? To look noble? To get their loyalty for later use? But it didn't make sense. The risk far outweighed the gain. I thought for a long time. There was no answer. So I decided it must be a flaw in the world's logic.
Eduardo, don't die!
I'm fine.
Eduardo, what do we do now? We have nowhere to go.
If you trust me, come with me.
We trust you, all of us.
Then remember, those children from the orphanage are already dead. We can never live under those names again. From today on, there is no Eduardo.
Then what do we call you?
Ghost. Call me Ghost.
Lost in the hallucinatory fog, my poor little mouse. Allow me to help you out. Would you rather sleep here forever, or join our little circus troupe? But your height. Ugh, like a discordant note. I don't like it. Too fat, too thin, too tall, too short. The world loves to nitpick and judge. Yet the very pests doing the judging are hideous deformities themselves. What gives them the right? Their taste is utter garbage compared to mine. But alas, you don't fit my aesthetic either. So I think you should just duck. Ah! Who did that?
Just in time. Well, I'd love to drop a cool one-liner right now, but it's probably bad practice to announce your alias to the bad guys, right?
You actually kept your word. Are you just a pure-hearted fool? Or a brilliant opportunist investing in my gratitude? Regardless, if only I had met someone like you when I was just a kid, then maybe I wouldn't have had to learn how to become a ghost. Now, pay with your life, Piper.
Oh, my pipe.
He clawed his way out of the same muck we did. Yet he chose the most brutal ways to drag other vulnerable souls down into the abyss. A quick death is a mercy he didn't deserve.
This way, everyone. Don't be scared. If any bad guys show up, I'll blast them with this.
Your safety is still on. Mr. Detective, your footsteps are too heavy. Stay on your toes. If we run into guards, I'll sweep their ankles and you knock them out. Got it?
Boss, why do I get the feeling they're the ones escorting me? Ah, boss, not you too.
I'm fine. The kids are safe now, thanks to you. If you hadn't shown up just now, I might have actually become a literal ghost wandering the underworld. It hurts pretty badly. Could you offer me a little extra comfort? You really are heartbreakingly ruthless. We have a deal. As promised, I will tell you where to find Rosas. The elites always sit so high up, convinced that power is built on money, bullets, and locked vaults. But they forget. Who is it that polishes their coins, sweeps up their shell casings, or locks the doors to those vaults?
They never look at our faces. To them, we're nothing but disembodied hands scrubbing their plates. The master's dishes brought down today. They didn't have that stubborn green powder on them.
We're just dirty smudges on a gentleman's coat. Mud splatters on a lady's hem. Those carriages loaded with luxury goods. They didn't roll down the main avenue.
To the drunken lords, we're just trash cans for their endless grievances. But the leather shoes they kicked off tonight were dusted with colorful confetti.
We've come to a rather fascinating conclusion. The clues pieced together by our informants reveal one thing. There are two Rosases. Exactly. The decoy is at the club, while the real Rosas is tucked away at a manor on the outskirts of the city. You're hitting the manor alone? That's way too risky. Understood. I'll brief the others. Come back safe.
Sir, our eyes on the street confirmed DeFlavin's vehicle just left their manor. Wolf and her core capos are escorting it. They're making a beeline straight for the club.
So, she's finally making her move.
They took the bait, exactly as you predicted. They must assume the boss is at the club and see an opening to strike.
Tell the perimeter guards to put up a token resistance, then let them through. Funnel them all into the penthouse lounge.
Pathetic. Daclia's watchdogs are nothing but spineless mutts.
That's fine by me. Makes the cleanup easier.
Let's make it quick. We're outnumbered. Better finish this before they can regroup.
Woo! Bullseye! I'm actually getting good at this.
Good thing the Ghost Society knew a shortcut. Otherwise, after Boss changed the plan, just regrouping would have cost us too much time.
Yeah, but Daclia's already sealed off the sewer grate we used to get in. How are we supposed to get out of here?
Relax. Daclia might own this pleasure pit, but they don't know it half as well as the people who scrub its floors and take out its trash every day.
If our exit is covered, enough chit-chat. Let's move!
Mr. Dakhlia, the Duchess sends her regards.
Don't kill me! Please, I'm begging you, don't shoot! I'm just a theater actor. Silvio paid me 10,000 e-sols and gave me a disguise kit to play Rosas. He said all I had to do was read a few lines and sit in this chair. I don't know anything else, I swear.
Wait, a body double?
We've been played!
A spectacular breach. I must admit, Duchess de Flavin breeds exceptional hounds. A pity, though. Dogs only see the bones their master throws, but are blind to the steel trap waiting at their feet. That new Duchess of yours sure has been watching our every move. I figured if she saw the chaos at the club tonight, she'd take the chance to strike at our boss. The general, your little distraction outside, is already pinned down. No one is coming to save you. Tell the Duchess to step out now. Since she's already blundered into my endgame, there's no need to cower behind her capos anymore. What's so funny?
I'm laughing at you, you smug four-eyed prick.
You actually thought this was an assassination? No. We're just the bait the Duchess sent to keep you on a tight leash.
As for you, you're stuck in here with us.
Hey, get me another bottle of the hard stuff. No, make it 10. Piss off! Get away from me! Bullseye!
Well, look who it is. The esteemed Duchess of de Flavin. How'd you find the time to grace my little pool party? Surprised? Why would I be?
You destroyed our operations in the lower city. You drove Silvio into a corner until he started biting at everything like a rabid dog. You turned this entire family upside down. But Alberto, that bastard, he still won't tear his eyes away from his precious ideals and truth for even a single second. The real boss couldn't care less about the family. So why the hell should I care if this rotten empire lives or dies? The family. The family. We built a family. But where is my family? Wouldn't it be beautiful? If I die? If Dakhlia is ground into dust beneath your boots? He won't be able to pretend he doesn't see it anymore, right? He'll have to come out He'll come out and slaughter everyone who picked on us, just like he did when we were young. So come on! Let's play a game! The winner takes all! Oh, brilliant shooting! But victory is on my side! Your little maneuvers are pathetic. Nothing but transparent, childish tricks. Come on! What could you possibly do to kill me? What's the matter, Your Grace? Where did all that bravado go? Run! Keep running! You look like a drowned rat scurrying in a thunderstorm.
No, absolute invincibility doesn't exist. His massive advantage relies entirely on calculating his risk variables before he rolls the die. He calculated that I would shoot directly at him. Because of that, even if a bullet has a 1 in a million chance of missing, his power would amplify that fraction of a percent into absolute certainty. But what if my target is a blind spot? A variable that never even made it onto his 20-sided die.
Do you actually think a few tough words are gonna save you? I've killed dozens just like you. It used to be amusing, but now it's just pathetic. Still, I appreciate the effort, Duchess. That murderous malice in your eyes is a lot better than the worthless trash who just drop to their knees and beg. Since you're so hell-bent on destroying Doclia, why don't we raise the stakes? Do you have any idea why Alberto refuses to show his face? Even as his beloved family burns to the ground? Because he's clutching the one thing the entire Shadow World would kill for. The key of pride. That damn thing warped his mind a long time ago. It turned him into a monster. It's tempting, isn't it? Everyone wants the key. Let's see if your blade of vengeance is sharp enough to kill him for me. What is this? It's freezing! So this is what my blood looks like? It's so bright.
I always thought it would be some cheap, washed out color. Just like my eyes. Did you know? Those decrepit bastards in the ruling house always said my eyes were too pale. Said they looked like cheap, broken glass. That I could never compare to the pure, noble bloodline of theirs. But Alberto, he told me that a perfectly cut gemstone is too smooth. It has no edges. It can't kill. He held up a piece of sea glass and told me, "You are this glass. You can afford to be shattered. Now go. Use your jagged edges to slit their throats." Liar. They're all liars. I let them smash me to pieces. And in the end, he's the coward hiding in the dark, too terrified to get his hands bloody. Right. You won, Duchess. You beat the odds. You won the game. And as your grand prize, I give you that monster's life. That traitorous coward Alberto is hiding in the high seas, 72 nautical miles east of the Starfall Reefs. Kill him! Rip that damn key from his hands! Make him see what hell really looks like! The music. The music is still on. All right. I'm gonna find some fun. They said once we had the key, we'd have it all. And we believed them. We traded our blood for gold, for fear, for respect. But that Angelo, who whispered in our ears, never mentioned that in exchange for all of it, the only thing we'd lose was ourselves. I'm so exhausted. I'll be waiting in hell to watch you fall.
Sir, are you all right? Who could have guessed Deflavin would stake her entire force on a decoy boss just to bait us into a trap?
Let's hope we can still pull our boss out in time. What's the status on the purge?
Right on schedule, sir. The allies who made contact with Deflavin before the summit are under strict surveillance. As for the traitors you identified, They were quietly executed during the chaos. Also, the merchandise in the basement has been cleared out. They slipped through the surface sewers. It's a maze down there. If we send assault teams in, they'll be walking into an ambush.
I see. Stand them down. If they fancy playing rats in the sewers, let them rot there. Pump every last canister of toxic gas into those tunnels. Then, toss in that shadow spawn beast from the shadow market. It's immune to standard toxins. Let it sweep the board clean.
Sir, what happened? Are you all right?
The dispatch from the manor, Rosses. Our boss is dead.
What? The reinforcements didn't make it in time.
I underestimated Duchess de Flavin's guts and how vicious she is. Slips in alone for the kill and beats our reinforcements to the punch. Alberto, your only brother's gone. Are you still gonna drown in that grand vision of yours? Execute the contingency plan.
Understood.
Silvio, I told you, unless fresh shipments of test materials arrive, do not interrupt my simulations.
Rosses is dead. Duchess de Flavin did it herself.
Is that so? Just an expected case of cellular apoptosis. A pity his power couldn't carry him to the end. Handle the funeral arrangements. I won't be returning. The experiment has reached a critical phase and our current stock is nearly depleted. I cannot leave the lab.
Understood. But this new Duchess is ruthless. If she can infiltrate the manor and eliminate Rosses, she won't stop there. I've already assigned Cesare to guard you, but bolster your defenses regardless. If necessary, take the ship into deep water immediately.
Silvio, you're overreacting. Duchess de Flavin must think she's claimed victory by now. She probably doesn't even know this ship exists. How could she pinpoint my location? Moving the ship would throw off the calibration of my instruments. No need for that yet. Just hold Daclea steady.
Of course she'll track you down, because she's no mere heir to de Flavin. She's Federica's bloodline, the true descendant of the Cecilia family. As his consigliere, even if my lord has abandoned his duties, I must still safeguard his life.
Come on, Ada. Do something. You said you'd stay to help. Don't make Ghost rescue you a second time.
Don't be afraid. I'm here to help you. This way that big dog can't bite anyone.
Thank you. I'm Ada. What's your name?
Name? No one's ever given me one. They just call me Mutt, Hey, or Brat. My prison uniform number is 11. You can just call me number 11.
Oh, okay. Number 11. It's dangerous here. Let me show you the way out.
No need. I got scores to settle.
Eduardo, the Duchess just signaled. She wants us to breach the club from the inside, while she covers us from the outside.
You know, before tonight, those people never even bothered to look at your faces. In their eyes, you're nothing but moving furniture. Rags for scrubbing floors, hands for carrying trays. They don't know your names. They don't know your children go hungry. They don't know your family shiver in the cold. They don't know you rise at 4 each dawn just to earn wages that can't even buy bread. They don't know because they've never cared to. But you know them. You know who sneaks into affairs behind closed doors, whose child is an utter fool, who drowns in gambling debts, who whips their underlings the hardest, who delights in beating servants. You've always known. It's just that no one ever asked. Now, go show them what you know.
Report position. Post 3, report position.
There are too many! Not enemies, they're servants!
What servants? What do you mean?
Laundry, kitchen, chimney sweeps, everyone! They're all... What are you doing? Are you insane?
Insane? Last winter, my son was starving, so he stole a scrap of meat from the kitchen. Your people caught him and broke his leg. The wound festered, and he died. That little scrap of meat was worth 3 coins. I warned him not to steal, but he didn't listen to me. Good boy.
Impressive work.
Should we pull back? This place is too dangerous.
Pull back? To where? The club's sealed by Doclea with unknown assailants outside. If I step out, do you think the odds favor rescue or assassination? Just wait. The show isn't over yet.
What's going on? Why are the lights out?
Unbelievable! How can the Orient let this happen?
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain calm. We are addressing the issue immediately. Technicians are on their way.
In the hush of the night, the dwarves weep. Why does the thunder never cease? Why has the sun been taken?
Stop it! What are you babbling about? Shut up!
Why does the thunder never cease? Why has the sun been taken?
The waking giant swallowed the daylight. Sleeping voices roared like storm and drum. The dwarves were their actors. Make their choice. Slay the giants. Slay the giants.
What are you doing? Daclea! Open the doors, now!
May hell claim you all, sinners.
You are badly shaken, my lord. Please, a glass of wine to settle your nerves.
Quick! Get me out of here! I'll pay you 10 times your wage!
An exceptional vintage of acid, my lord. I hope you savor the exquisite burn through your guts.
Blind girl, what are you dawdling for? Help me into my fox fur coat! I need to get out of this hellhole!
Madam, your coat. You're right, madam. I cannot see. But I can feel your neck. It's just as fragile as my sisters you beat to death.
You said the coffee was too cold. Now it's not.
You drove my son and daughter into the river. Go apologize to them now.
Steady stance. No wasted motion.
In a hellhole like Blackwater Prison, hesitate for 1/10 of a second, and you starve for a week. Or get eaten yourself.
I remember you. The kid hunted on stage. I saw you pass that rabid hound. Why not finish it?
Those hounds are like me. Just mutts locked in cages and starved half to death. But these suited bastards are different. They're not hungry. They unleash the dogs to tear people apart, lock us in cages, just for fun. So I'm taking out the top dog here, ending this for good.
Turns out you're a brave assassin. Hate to break it to you, but the one you're after isn't in this hall. But you can join us. Help tear this club down.
Let's go. I still got plenty of bullets.
Ladies and gentlemen, do cease this tiresome scurrying. I have a fresh obituary to announce. But rather than taking my word for it, why don't you listen to your master's guard dog whine?
Medic! Get a medic! The boss is hit! There's no pulse!
Did you hear that? The boss of Daclia, the great Mr. Rossas Daclia, just drew his final breath in a pool on the outskirts of the city. He is dead.
This again? Didn't Silvio just cry assassin a minute ago?
This has to be Silvio's second loyalty test. One round of playing the victim is enough. If we buy into this now, the snipers on the second floor will blow our brains out.
What a pitiful flock of fools. Silvio's reign of terror was a masterpiece. He has personally broken you into livestock, creatures too whipped to even recognize freedom.
You would do well to trust this young man. His words are true. Barely 5 minutes ago, I received definitive confirmation. Rossas Daclia has, shall we say, permanently closed his account. Since the inevitable hour of liquidation is upon us, and as I happen to be Daclia's primary creditor, I find it simply unavoidable that we settle our debts. These are the original loan slips from the Daclia family. They detail exactly how much everyone in this room owes Daclia, just to finance your extravagant lifestyles. Mr. Gali, to fund that little council campaign of yours last year, you borrowed 8 million Esals from Daclia. The collateral? Your ancestral vineyard. Miss Bianchi, 20 million Esals in the red. The collateral being your 3 luxury boutiques in the city center. Should the balance remain unsettled by tomorrow's sunset, those storefronts will bear the Daclia crest. I hope your family won't be too surprised when they find out. I wonder, do any of you know exactly how much Daclia owes me? Enough to buy every single one of your pathetic debts outright. And double it. And by the rules of the trade, should Daclia fall, these debts default to me. A debt incurred is a debt collected. That is the natural order. But tonight, I am offering you a choice. For those who wish to keep their business with me, step into my office tomorrow, and we will draft a new contract. Interest slashed in half, repayment terms extended by 3 full years. As for those who prefer to sync with Doclia, I shall pay you a personal visit once they fall. And when I do, the interest doubles. The deadline halves. I speak merely as an objective investor, offering a gesture of goodwill. The tide has clearly turned against Doclia. If I were you, I would reconsider my loyalties, while you still have the luxury of choice.
To hell with Doclia! They're nothing but a pack of leeches! I've had enough!
Exactly! They tried to kill us not 10 minutes ago! This family never saw us as friends! Of course we should jump ship!
When the tower starts to crumble, even the hyenas know to find a new master. Frankly, watching you fan the flames, I can't say I'm surprised. I am curious, though. What kind of terms did the new Duchess offer to make you turn your back on the mountains of gold Doclia provides?
Don't take it personally, Mr. Volpe. Business is just business. The cardinal sin of investing is developing sentimental attachments to a depreciating asset. Doclia has lost its boss, and your reigning lord? A madman, completely detached from reality. You can no longer guarantee the yield I require. Apologies, but in this particular game, Doclia is officially off the board.
Let us out! We've already washed our hands of Doclia! Help! No! No, get away! Ah!
Duchess de Flavin's orders. Tonight, not a single fly escapes the Oriat Club.
Oh, thank God you're here! I was actually looking for you. I wasn't running, I swear. I'm on the Duchess's side.
Wait, that works? I'm with you guys too! Don't shoot!
Your Legion squads, they made their entrance a few minutes ahead of my schedule.
Is it blood you desire, or is it love? About damn time!
As you command.
Cecilia's secret. Consider it a parting gift.
Sir, the first floor hall has fallen. We are completely surrounded.
I know. Catch your breath.
Good evening, Mr. Voss. Lord Valpe sends his warmest regards.
Silvio doesn't even have the spine to face me himself. Resorting to rats and sleeping gas, he really knows how to ruin the prestige of a good execution.
His lordship is occupied orchestrating a grand performance. He simply could not spare the time. He instructed me to pass along a message. Since you love Daclia's wealth so much, please, rest here forever with the vault you cannot take with you. Spare yourself the effort of summoning your shadow power. The umbrariums here are dialed to maximum capacity. Any surge of design will be severed the moment it manifests. You have exactly 1 minute to pray to heaven before I pull the trigger.
Suppressing the power of desire. I'm a businessman. I put my faith only in direct, tangible transactions. Gold buys everything in this world, including the very suppression overrides I just bought from your colleagues.
What? Open fire!
You and your ignorance will make for the cheapest exhibit in this room. Silvio, I will be deducting the fee for this little security test from your remaining ashes.
The 4th Legion's breach formation. From breaking the doors to neutralizing the perimeter. Under 2 minutes. General, it seems your Legion hasn't lost its edge.
A pity yours has dulled. You bled a lot of my people in our last encounter. But it ends here, Silvio. Your perimeter has completely collapsed.
Ends here? General, you speak like a conqueror pitying the vanquished.
Your allies have scattered, your boss is dead, and your lord won't outrun our pursuit. If this isn't defeat, then your definition of winning and losing is an absolute joke.
I underestimated the new Duchess's resolve to completely upend the game. And I gravely misjudged the underclass, those dregs we dismissed as weeds, yet who wove an ironclad intelligence web. But most of all, I underestimated a madman's insatiable thirst for his own destruction.
Do not dress your collapse in the guise of coincidence. Your sins are beyond measure. Daclia's fall is simply the inevitable reckoning.
A reckoning. General, do you honestly believe Daclia was defeated by you? Looking back, that key was a dark omen. We were defeated by our own obsessions. A lord chasing a hollow grand vision, completely abandoning the family bleeding right in front of him. A boss, starved for familial love, denied at every turn, only to twist into a spiral of complete self-destruction. And a loyal chancellor, utterly forgotten by the very king he swore to serve. We fractured long ago. We tore this crumbling house of cards apart from the inside out. You and your people merely happened to deliver the final push.
Spare me your grand tragic soliloquies. They do nothing to mask your tyranny, Silvio. You preach about serving your lord and forging an empire. Yet this empire of yours is built entirely upon the crushed bones of the innocent and the toxic haze of Emerald Tear. You were right about one thing, though. Your obsessions devoured you all. You dress up this rabid, self-serving slaughter as order, and it makes me sick.
General, people like you and I, we're fundamentally cut from the same cloth. We are both merely vassals, feeding off the grand ambitions of our masters.
Keep your pathetic delusions to yourself. I serve a shared cause, and I fight for a future I chose with my own hands. The only thing you serve is your own bloated ambition to leave a mark on history. Alberto was nothing but a pawn to feed your obsession. Rosas, merely a decorative piece on your bloody chessboard. You weep about being forgotten by your lord. Tell me, did they ever mean anything to you beyond your own ambition?
A fascinating perspective. But tell me, General, is your loyalty truly any purer than mine? Your newly minted Duchess harbors colossal ambitions. Is that not simply greed by another name?
The difference between greed and conviction is simple. One burns itself to light the way. The other just devours everyone in its path. Your little martyrdom here is completely futile. You are just buying time for a man-eating monster before its pathetic, inevitable end.
Then let us see who gets the final laugh. Andre, do it.
Sir, I truly believed we were going to make Daclia different.
Forgive me. I have led you to the worst possible end.
It doesn't matter. This was my choice.
General, allow me to guess the true reason you chose to remain behind. You are after Daclia's core intel, and quite possibly the full roster of the factions involved in Cecilia's destruction a decade ago. My apologies, but that is one gift I cannot give you. The consigliere of Dakhlia will never be taken prisoner. Enjoy the hell that awaits you.
Damn it!
General, the fire is contained, but casualties are heavy across the board. Our soldiers, the guests, Dakhlia's people, they're all...
You did well. Secure the site. The families of the fallen will be properly compensated. Did you salvage anything useful from the wreckage?
Negative, sir. The center burned far too hot. Even the reinforced vault doors melted down to slag. Everything inside is just... dust.
Silvio, you factored even your own death into the equation. A suicidal blaze to purge your own ranks, incinerate the evidence, and bleed my forces. All just to keep us from reinforcing our boss, the consigliere of Dakhlia.
Get your ass out here! Skulking around on the open water like a goddamn coward.
Sir, it's a decoy!
Total bust on my end. Damien, what's your status?
The fake over here too. Dakhlia really went all out for this, deploying multiple identical hulls just to screw with our tracking.
2 targets left. Split up and run them down. Holler the second you catch a scent.
Copy that.
Get us right alongside him. That bastard Silvio rigged a decoy and stalled us for half an hour. This is the last hull left. Alberto's actual ship has got to be right in front of us.
What's the rush, little runch? You wanna fight? Break your teeth on me! That turtle shell saved you last time, but you've got some serious nerve showing up today! Back in the day, you Thundering Legion mutts scurried away with your tails between your legs. The only turtle shell here is the Duchess's manor you're hiding in.
I don't waste breath on meatheads with muscles for brains. Get the hell out of my way!
You think Dakhlia's got no one to crush you? You want our boss? You're gonna have to step over my dead body first!
Fine by me! I've been itching to do that anyway!
I had assumed the one to see me off tonight would be that blindly loyal general. It appears Silvio's crucible plan kept him entertained. Speaking of which, I really must extend my deepest gratitude to you. Blowing up the Emerald Spring completely ruined my finest source of experiment materials. Those mindless husks down there are the defective byproducts. Without sufficient materials for a pure refinement, their sanity simply dissolved. Since you went out of your way to ruin my life's work, it is only fitting that you clean up the mess you made. Their deaths merely serve to prove a point. How pathetic and fragile human beings are when enslaved by emotion. A primitive, low-level neural impulse. So Daclea has fallen. I will simply construct another. The family was never anything more than a stepping stone to elevate me to the gates of evolution. In its infancy, humanity was merely a species of mindless scavengers. Yet in this era, we pilot iron behemoths and harness lightning. That is evolution. And transcending from ordinary humans into beings who manipulate the power of desire, that is the second great evolution for this era and the next. I hold in my hands a grand vision that transcends the very concepts of life and death. Compared to an ultimate evolution that bridges species and eras, the rise and fall of a single family is nothing but cellular apoptosis under a microscope. So insignificant. Since your mind is incapable of grasping the magnificence of truth, I have no choice but to grant you the ultimate mercy. Absolute stasis. The key of lust. Why don't you entrust it to me? Dormy. Mixed in with those Thundering Legion soldiers, I didn't get a clear look at your face. But seeing you now, that red hair, the key of lust, let me guess, are you her bloodline? After all, those eyes of yours, burning with such unyielding fury, they look exactly like hers. Federica. Only you could force these ripples of emotion out of me. But to me, they are nothing but excess. Impurities polluting a pristine test tube. That is why I had wanted to kill you for a very, very long time. Yet my hand always hesitated. I clung to the hope that you would finally understand my vision, that we would walk the same path. But you... Why did you have to stand in my way? Why betray me? Why must you always deny me? You had the chance to transcend this rotting cage of flesh with me. Yet you threw away godhood. You chose to plummet back into the filth of a mediocre world. You told me I knew nothing of emotion or love, so I sent you to burn in hell with everyone you held so dear. It was all an experiment to prove that love is meaningless. So, I had no choice but to kill her myself. I used Dormitio to seal her flawless soul. I froze her, forever in her most perfect state. Never again will she be polluted by this defective, filthy world. I gifted her eternity. And now, I shall bestow this exact same mercy upon you. Descend into hell and reunite with your companions. What? The last scion of Cecilia. Just as I suspected.
Wings? A mask? Understood.
Oh, what a rush! The two of you combined can barely leave a scratch on me! Think you're getting past me to chase the flagship? Keep dreaming!
Throwing your life away to cover a boss who abandoned his own family. Is it really worth it?
You don't know crap. When I was starving to death in the gutters, Darklia put a hot bowl of food in my hands. They gave me a battlefield to unleash my true calling. All I want is to do right by Darklia.
Cesare, you are a true warrior. It's been an honor.
Duchess de Flavin. These are the retained copies of my transactions with Darklia. The club's original ledgers may be ash, but the financial trails here will prove equally illuminating. This envelope holds the lives and fortunes of half of Specchio's elite. I am very curious to see how you intend to wield it. Placing my bets on a newcomer who just flipped the board. This is a first for me. I hope my investment pays off. I'm looking forward to our next collaboration.
I stand before you to offer my deepest gratitude for everything you have done for the Ghost Society. You saved our captive agents. You delivered us from our darkest hour. I will carry that debt to my grave and beyond. I, Eduardo Segreto, swear upon my blood, in my capacity as the leader of the Ghost Society, I bind myself to this pact with you. From this day forth, the Ghost Society pledges absolute loyalty to the Cecilia family, unwavering and unbetraying. We are yours until our dying breath. Why me? These hold leverage over half the elites in Specchio. It's your greatest weapon for controlling the city. I don't know how to thank you. I'll spend the rest of my life proving my devotion.
I received your letter. Outstanding work. I'd expect nothing less from my beloved student. Next time I drop by Specchio, I'll be expecting you to play bodyguard. By the way, I imagine you've already flipped through that diary your mother left behind. Notice how the rest of the pages are left blank. Whenever your strength breaks through to a new echelon, whenever you seize a new dominion, open it. It will show you the path forward.
My child, when these words appear, it means you are no longer just the master of lust. You have seized another key of desire. You traded your blood and scars for it, didn't you? I am so proud of your strength right now. However, you must etch my next words into your mind, not just as my child, but as the boss of Cecilia. Never attempt to hold on to more than one fully formed key of desire for long. When two formed keys converge upon a single person, their radiating energy won't merely trigger uncontrollable natural cataclysms. What is far more lethal is human malice. The keys are like beacons in the dead of night. They will attract monsters hiding in the shadows, treacherous opportunists, and perhaps even beings we do not yet comprehend. Moreover, the physical and mental toll of suppressing the backlash between the conflicting keys will multiply. You will hear endless whispers. You will suffer the agony of different desires tearing your soul apart. If you do not separate the extra keys, you will eventually be assimilated by these swelling desires. You will lose your sense of self entirely, devolving into a slave of desires. My child, stay lucid. You must find a way to counterbalance them.
Boss, Daclia's remaining holdouts in Specchio have been purged. But... yes. He incinerated every core collaboration roster and asset ledger. As for their deeply buried underground operations, even with Ghost Society's full backing, uprooting them in the short term will be near impossible. This is the final tally for the operation. And our casualty list. Cecilia has finally witnessed the dawn of its revival. Alberto's arrogance is absolute. Judging by his track record, he prefers to eliminate his enemies with his own hands. He detests outside interference. Furthermore, in his twisted mind, a family vendetta holds far less weight than his experimental data. He knows you hold the key of lust. Leaking that intel would merely spawn unwanted competitors fighting for the exact same prize. Therefore, a risk of a voluntary leak from him is negligible. However, Silvio is a different variable. It's entirely plausible he deduced your identity and prepared a contingency plan to broadcast it. He has no reason to broadcast it to the entire Shadow World. His ultimate directive was to preserve his lord's life. He knew Alberto would hunt you down for the key of lust. If Silvio made your identity public, a swarm of factions would converge on your location. That chaos would increase the risk of Alberto being caught in the crossfire and exposed. Those families, even if they received the intel, their immediate response would likely be to play deaf and blind. The Shadow World harbors Cecilia's foes, yes, but also our past allies. Going public wouldn't just mobilize old allies to our defense. It would rip the masks off our enemies. To the Shadow World, Duchess de Flavin is just another ambitious upstart who swallowed the biggest local Shadowborn family to seize power. It's a tale as old as time. A mercenary bond built strictly on cold cash and a shared hatred. It's the perfect smokescreen to mask your true bloodline. That buys us the window we need to quietly absorb Daclia's assets and fortify our position.
Night falls. A torrential rain sweeps the city. The weight of the dust. The stains of the past. By the unforgiving rain, seeping deep into the earth, burying the laments of yesterday. When the storm passes, the world shall be born anew.